Alright, back on the main channel today, and I'm doing something different. Something that I've not done before on this channel that I'm going to try and do a lot more of. In this video I've got with me two other guys that I actually share another channel with. It's called SFTV. That's going to be in the description down below. Football podcasts and whatnot, football topics, football conversations on that channel. And the reason that this video is on the main channel is because it's going to be strictly about Arsenal. Obviously I'm an Arsenal fan. Rashidul, the BlueLion, and Nayeem, it just had to be done, are Chelsea and United fans. So I just want to see what non-Arsenal fans think. But yeah, it just had to be done. He's a WWE Supercard YouTuber with 8.3 thousand subscribers, and the BlueLion 905 has 60,000 Instagram followers. So yeah, go check them out. Obviously, I'm the underdog here. So yeah, I'll let them introduce themselves a little bit before I get into anything.
Yeah, should I go ahead and then Rush?
Go on.
Alright, go on. So yeah, as you just said, I'm a Supercard WWE, YouTuber, but then again, big fan of football, Man United fan, and we're gonna win the league. I'll just let Rush do the talking after that.
This ain't a debate video, man. Alright, go on, Rush. Go on, Rush.
I'm the BlueLion 1905. I wish I had 60k followers. I have 39k. And,
oh crap, my bad.
And don't believe whatever just had to be done or Ayaz Gaming.
We were talking about someone with 60k followers, so I thought you had 60k. I forgot, it was in my head. You could have interrupted me, you know. But anyway, so yeah, this video is about Arsenal, like I said, and most importantly, it's about this man on your screen right now, Mikel Arteta, and how I don't want to swear, but how does this guy still have a job as Arsenal manager? We're going to go into depth, his performances, his stats, his wins, this and that, the team. But I just want to know, from you guys, from a manager that we slewed, Ole, and another manager that we said wasn't ready in Lampard. And then when Arsenal fans got Arteta, we were like, oh, he worked 3 years under Pep, he was assistant manager, he's learned the attacking side of football. Tell me what went wrong, because I just want to know what you guys think. Tell me what went wrong. We'll start with Rush.
So, before, Lampard and, the difference between Lampard and Ole is that they both had a job before. Arteta didn't have a job before. He never managed a team before. So that's one problem already. Secondly, with Ole, he seems like a nice guy. He gets the best out of his team. He doesn't, he's not like a dictator. Lampard is the same as well. He gets the best out of the team. With Arteta, I feel like he just can't. He's got his favourites in his team. He's not really if he did everything good, and the season was still going bad, I was still backing. But the thing is, he's adding to the problems, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you know what you said about being a nice guy? Everyone was brainwashed and thinking, Arteta, you know what, he kept Aubameyang, he told him how important he was. He did the same thing with Xhaka, because Xhaka was so close to leaving, remember, when Arteta joined. And then he goes, and now we're seeing so many problems where he's kicked Saliba out of the team. He's had arguments with David Luiz. Willian wants him out of the club, apparently. All these rumours going on. So I don't know, man.
Even dumb, Guendouzi is balling on loan, and this guy he did the same exact thing that Pepe and Xhaka did, but similar thing, and he got kicked out of the team. I don't see them getting kicked out of the team.
The best that happened to Granit Xhaka was that his captaincy got stripped. That's it.
Yeah. Imagine Guendouzi said F off to the fans. Imagine he did that. What do you think Arteta
He'd be sold. He wouldn't even be on loan. He'd be sold.
Yeah.
Naeem, you're a United fan. Tell us about Ole, man.
I can't lie. You know how we all said Ole coming in? He had a good start, and then he went downhill after Arsenal beat us last season. After the PSG win. Actually, was it PSG defeat? No, we beat them. Yeah, PSG win. Thingy, I can't lie. I actually got annoyed. I was in your situation. I was thinking, should Ole go and that? But then again, if you think about it, sacking managers is just annoying. You're doing it over and over again. You're not making any progress. But I feel as if with this and Arsenal situation, it's a whole different story. As in, you haven't won a game since November 1st in the Premier League. But then you're doing really good in the Europa League. You're actually scoring a lot of goals.
But look who we're versing in the Europa League. We're versing teams scoring Molde and...
I know you might say that, but then if you look at the teams you're losing to in the Premier League, like Burnley, who are, I believe, in the relegation, and the Southampton,
not anymore. They're above us. Burnley are above us now.
But if you see the teams, you lost to, where I just feel as if you're lacking a lot of confidence, and something's definitely happening behind the dressing room. You see Ole, he actually has experience, even though he does have experience. He doesn't have that much of experience.
Yeah.
You know, he has like Mike Phelan helping him out. He has Michael Carrick helping him out, and then he actually gets help from Sir Alex Ferguson. And then the players Ole signs are like, you know, experienced players. Like we signed Cavani, and this guy's coming in, helping Tunzebi. You saw the clip of
He's not playing,
them
though.
talking. You saw them talking, and then
Yeah.
you know what Tunzebi did to Mbappe. But yeah, you see Cavani, you know, a very experienced player coming in. He's a role model to so many players in United. And then you look at Arsenal. I believe Saliba. How do you say his name? Saliba.
Saliba,
You know, he came in a very good
he was
very
supposed to
good
be
defender.
the next Mbappe of centre backs, apparently.
Exactly.
Liverpool wanted.
Him
Yeah.
and Gabriel would have been a nice duo, but I just feel as if he doesn't know what he's doing at
Thing
the club.
about Ole as well is he was able to bounce back. Like United,
Exactly.
they had such a shit show. They had a shit period, yeah.
Yeah.
But all it took was Bruno Fernandes. What a signing that was.
Exactly.
And Ole showed that that's all he needed. He needed one player to go into the heart of the midfield. And now look at United. Look at Bruno particularly. He's shining in United colours. Yeah.
And I want to interrupt you here. But you know, like you say, Bruno, we have that. We have him as a player. I know Ziyech plays as a right wing for Chelsea at times, but then again, he's like a player similar to Bruno, like the similarities. But then you have Ozil, who's actually still probably my favorite Arsenal player.
That's something I would go into later. But
exactly,
like, if we're talking about Arteta and like just Arteta, everything he's been doing as a manager is so. Let me just quickly pull up his results here. His last couple of results. So the 1-0 against United is where it started, in my opinion. I think our ego got the best of us, and I was one of the few Arsenal fans that said, "Don't let this win like gas us up," because
you did say that.
we dominated the game, but we won with a penalty. So that shows that we dominated, but our final third play is atrocious. It's so bad. It's so bad. And defensively, I think United hit the post a couple times in that game. Am I wrong? Yeah, so they could have easily have scored. We could have lost that game easily. And then in Europa League, we won 4-1 against Molde. I don't really care about the Europa League, if I'm being 100% honest, as an Arsenal fan. But then this is where it started going downhill. We lose 3-0 to Aston Villa. We got absolutely outclassed that day. I remember watching that game. Jack Grealish, he made us all his bitch, yeah? He made all of our players his bitch. And then we go to Leeds. We get a red card in that game. Pepe, that's the headbutt game, 0-0. Then he's Europa League again, 3-0 Arsenal against Molde. Then we go and lose to Wolves. We conceded 2 shit goals, I remember. It was such a bad goal from Wolves here, but it's just Arsenal. Arsenal can't do anything about that. Defensively, who are we playing? We're playing Rob Holding. We're playing Bellerin, who I do not rate at all. I hate this guy to bits. And then we go Tottenham and lose 2-0. Son won the goal. I don't know how we let that go in. It just opened up for him. Again, defensively shocking. And the worst thing about this, I'll tell you, we go and lose 1-0 to Burnley. Red card in that game as well. Who was it? Gabriel? Or did Gabriel get sent off against Southampton? Because there's 2 red cards there. Or was that Xhaka? Xhaka strangled someone. That's right. So we lose 1-0 to Burnley. And it was a Aubameyang own goal. A guy that we rely on for goals on the other side scored an own goal.
It's been so bad.
And then we go to Southampton and draw 1-1. Walcott scores against us, and Gabriel gets sent off in this game. And then next game against Everton, Iwobi starts. We lose 2-1. So far, all the ex-Arsenal boys are outperforming us. Yeah. And then we go and lose 4-1 yesterday in the EFL Cup to Manchester City. Gabriel Martinelli plays. He's injured again, I heard. I don't know how true
I didn't
that
even
is.
take him up at half time.
But
they understand that, and they came off.
Yeah, I don't know. But the thing that I want to say is the worst thing about this is defensively we're so poor, but Arteta is a defensive coach. That's one thing that I'll never understand. He has changed an attacking Arsenal team from Emery. It was so attacking to one point. Emery played Torreira in the number 10, and now we don't even have a number 10 because Özil doesn't even play for us. So we went from an attacking Arsenal team, Wenger, we all know how good he was at attacking, to Emery to playing Torreira in the 10 to playing the back 5. Tell me, I'll let you guys speak now. Tell me, what's going on with the back 5?
I'm just being honest, I just don't think he has you know how teams have their actual starting 11? They go play weekly, week out. I just don't think Arteta knows what his starting 11 is. As in, Willian, he's not even really performing and he still plays in your team. And then you got Pepe, who's getting benched. And this guy, whenever he does play, he's actually giving it his best. Like, he gets them assists, he gets them goals. And he's still not being, in your actual starting 11.
Take the Sheffield game as an example, where he came off the bench, scored and got an assist.
But he's not been that good, Pepe.
He's
But
not been
he's
that
better
good.
than Willian. That's the thing.
He's way better
He's
than
10
Willian,
times better
yeah.
than Willian.
So to defend Arteta, like he doesn't control like players getting sending off. He doesn't control
Yeah.
the fact that Partey
He
gets
doesn't,
injured.
but you
Those
can
are
see
big
that's a
things.
lack of discipline. That's a
If you never, if you
Yeah,
never
go
got
on.
a player sent off against Burnley, you would have won that. I think
100%.
Leeds as well, you would have won that, and Southampton as well, you would have won that. That's not really
Exactly.
his fault, as in those red cards. But what is his fault is like players like isolating players like Özil, things like that,
Exactly,
and like
man.
the team selection and being defensive. That's his fault.
Yeah, that's the one thing I want to get onto. Like, like it's so easy for this Arsenal team to transform into a 4-3-3. It's so easy. We can play.
Yeah, I don't
I
even think the
prefer
squad's that bad.
personally, my starting 11 would be Leno in goal. I think I
Yeah, I
personally
agree.
think we sold the wrong keeper. I said that when we
Yeah,
sold Martinez. I think
Mm.
that was a guy to keep. I would chuck Bellerin out of the team. I'd play Maitland-Niles or Callum Chambers. Callum Chambers can do a job in right back. I just don't want to see Bellerin there. In centre back, I'd have Saliba. Saliba's not even in the 25-man squad, which just
That is annoying.
boggles my mind. He's not even in the
Going
25-man
on loan,
squad.
is there any point of like including him because he's definitely leaving? Like,
It's,
it's not like
it's
he's gonna
so
put him
poor from
in.
Arteta, man.
Mm.
And then next team I'll have Gabriel, obviously, and then Tierney in left
Smashing it.
back, and then in the midfield I'd have Thomas Partey, Danny Ceballos, and a guy
And
that I'm
Ozil.
talking about, Mesut Ozil. Obviously, the front three
Yeah.
for me would be Bukayo Saka,
Yeah.
Aubameyang, and Pepe.
Mm.
But I want to talk about Mesut Ozil. Like this thing going on with Mesut Ozil is just out of hand now because it's got to the point where even Mesut Ozil is tweeting about Arsenal. He's tweeting
Yeah, I
about
saw
Yeah.
what
Arsenal.
he tweeted.
He tweeted today saying, "Oh, this is just it's much deeper than me and Arsenal. It's just the whole club is frustrating." He said something along those lines.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
is Ozil being like he's invisible to Arteta now? Arteta doesn't even talk about him. I don't know what's happening with that, man.
Then what happened when he isolated Ozil? Like the whole dressing room turned on Arteta as well. But it's like
Yeah.
Ozil's like a big figure at Arsenal. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
if you
was
just kick
friends
him
with
out,
everyone. Kolasinac,
yeah, if you kick
Mustafi.
him out, everyone's not going to be happy.
He's
Yeah.
a role model to them, man. He can teach them a lot. He's a creative midfielder as
And what do you
well.
think the French players like Lacazette think about Saliba not playing? Obviously, they're gonna have some like concerns about Arteta. They're gonna start questioning him.
Exactly.
The Mesut Ozil
The-
thing, right? Imagine how Aubameyang feels not getting the service that he deserves.
playing as a
Because
winger.
Exactly.
we're playing Lacazette as our deep midfielder, kind of, as our attacking midfielder, yeah? And he's the one that's so-called creating chances for Aubameyang, which is just ridiculous. That's ridiculous because we all know Lacazette doesn't have the best passing ability, the best passing
I
range.
agree.
He's not really got a left foot on him, so how can he create chances for Aubameyang, if you know what I mean? And the thing with Özil is he could divert onto the wings. He could put crosses into the box if Tierney's not doing it, if Pepe's not doing it, if Willian's not doing it. You don't see Lacazette do that. Lacazette plays so central. You don't ever see him go left or right.
Exactly. And if you look at the game against United, you know how El Neni and Partey, they were the was it El Neni? Who smashed it? Yeah, El Neni and Partey, they played insane. They were so good. Like if you just add a creative midfielder in between El Neni and Partey, I think that's your midfield done. Like if El Neni performs like that every week,
I don't think Owner is that good though. That's
I don't
No,
really
no,
think
I'm
El
saying-
Neni is a guy to have in the first team every week. I just think like
yeah, but if he did that though every week, as in he'll be your starting player. But I'm saying Ceballos, Partey, and then you just need someone in the middle, a creative midfielder to help the attackers.
which should
and
be
that's it.
Mesut Ozil. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, exactly.
And the worst thing is Arteta played with Mesut Ozil. These guys have spoken. I'm sure they've had deep conversations when Arteta joined as
Exactly.
manager. But yet he snaked him because of someone higher up telling him, "You're already losing. You're on the verge of getting sacked. Put Ozil in there and then show the people above you why Ozil needs to play." If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
There's nothing to lose right now because we're in 16th place. Where we could potentially be fighting relegation
Yeah, you are,
in a
and I
couple
believe
games. If
people
we-
below you.
We've got
Not gonna lie,
Chelsea
you might
next,
actually
so the
get relegated.
chances of winning are low as
No,
it is.
Giroud's definitely scoring. Whatever the result is, Giroud is definitely
Yeah,
scoring.
Giroud's definitely scoring.
Yeah.
I mean, Willian's probably going to get a red card. David Luiz is going to do an own goal.
He's gonna give away a penalty.
There's a
Gonna be
stat here.
challenging.
There's a stat here that shows the comparison of the first 28 games. Emery and Arteta. Yeah, Emery is another guy that I want to talk about. In the first 28 games, Emery has 4 more wins, 17. Arteta has 13. He's got 1 less draw and 3 less losses with a 60% win ratio. Yeah. He scored 60 goals, Arteta scored 41. He conceded 38, Arteta conceded 31. Now, conceding 7 goals less for a defensive manager, first of all, is poor. Emery had 345 shots. Arteta's had 267. And do you know what the worst thing is? Under Arteta, we can see that Aubameyang's isolated and he's not getting the shots.
Yeah.
The losses that Arsenal got is not because it has a large part to do with defensive problems, but it has a very, very large part to do with the attacking threat as well. We've got nothing going forward. Yeah, but I don't know what I can say. Like this was the point where we forced Emery out. We told Emery this ain't good enough.
Emery did have to go. Like I thought it was right to sack him, but
100%.
It wasn't right to bring in like Arteta. Like,
yeah.
Mourinho was available. Ancelotti was available. Allegri was available for that year as well. Like Pochettino was available.
And did I not also say before the Everton game? I said this is today Everton. I'm going to show you why we should took Ancelotti. And he's proven. He's good. Fifth with Everton now.
Yeah.
4-4-4.
I think he's a bit overrated though, Ancelotti, as a manager.
To be honest, he's doing good under Everton. If I was to say,
he's good, but I don't think he's gonna get them like.
But he's got experience on the big teams, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich.
And Arteta doesn't have anything. Like
he doesn't have anything. And do you know what it is that annoys me the most? We were already in a transitional period, and we brought in a transitional manager, a guy that's never managed before. He should have started. He should have started in the Championship.
Basically on work experience.
Yeah, he should have started where Lampard, John Terry started, Gerrard. But he started at Arsenal, who were already in a transitional period. He came in, fair enough, they put him in foreign transfers, he bought in Thomas Partey. But it doesn't excuse the fact that he's isolated Ozil. He's took Willian into the first team, starting him every game over our record signing, £72 million on the bench every single week. He's completely taken Saliba out of the 25-man squad. He's not even in the Europa League squad.
He did sign Saliba, to be fair to him. Like he never wanted him in the first place, it seemed like, but he was signed before.
Yeah, but
he did want to sell Holding to Newcastle.
But Arteta managed Saliba for a game, MK Dons pre-season, and he saw how good he was. So I don't know why he got dropped. He was probably our best defender. He was our best defender in that game.
He won the FA Cup, the Community Shield. I don't know how he just all slipped.
That's another thing I want to go into. He won the FA Cup, he won the Community Shield. And I can't lie, I don't want to sit here and be a hypocrite. Like, I don't want to say, I never backed this guy. I never said, he's the next Wenger and this and that. Like, I don't want to sit here and lie. But every club's going to do that. If United were to go and bring in, I don't know, Ryan Giggs as their manager, you're going to back him from the start, no matter what.
Yeah.
Because he's your manager in your club. And he was a legend. Well, I don't know if Arteta is classified as a legend for the club, but he played for us for 5 years. You're going to back him. And
yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. Like, he was doing good. He won the FA Cup. He won the Community Shield. He beat two good teams for that as well. He beat Liverpool. Who did he beat in the FA Cup again?
Premier League champions.
I can't remember.
Wait, FA Cup, wasn't it Chelsea?
It was.
What?
It was Chelsea.
I can't remember.
Chelsea beat us in the semi-finals.
I don't know. My mind's
gone blank.
It was Chelsea.
It was Chelsea. It was Chelsea. In the semi-final, but I thought the final was cancelled.
It was Chelsea. So we beat Chelsea.
The referee was on their side. Is it when the referee was on their side and won the game for you guys? Oh, I remember that.
It was Chelsea and Liverpool. And the thing is, they used both their first teams. So we can't sit here and say, Arteta got let off. It wasn't the best team.
By the ref. Second game, we were in the final. We were let off by the refs in the final. And Pulisic got injured. The worst thing that could happen happened to Chelsea.
Yeah. But then, Arteta went into the back five. He started playing Tierney as a left centre-back. He was partnering him with David Luiz, who's a ball-playing centre-back. Like, he's a ball-playing centre-back, don't get me wrong. But he was playing in the middle. Because David Luiz can't play on the right side of centre-back. He plays on the left. Well, Gabriel plays on the left now as well. So that's another problem there alone. They're both left-sided centre-backs. In right-back, we got Bellerin. Should have sold him to Barcelona or PSG when they wanted him. Could have got a good 30 million out of him. Same thing with Lacazette. 30 million, that's 60 million for two players that are not going to reach prime.
You won't get that.
We're not going to get that money out of them anymore. They're not going to hit prime anymore.
Of like Chelsea, Barcelona bidded 60 million for Willian plus Malcolm. And we said no. So it reminds me of that time.
And you look at the transfers coming, if you think about it, like, he's not even being sacked.
He's not going to be sacked, let's be honest. I don't think he's going to be sacked. It's going to last the season.
If he's not gone by January, I think it's poor from the board. I think it's so poor from the board.
Let's be honest.
And if you didn't see today, we officially signed a DM. Like, United actually signed a DM. We needed a DM.
Casiero or something
like that. Yeah, Casiero. And he's good and he's young.
The guy from Lazio.
Yeah, we signed a DM, like a defensive young
I think
midfielder
he's from Lazio
who
anyway.
is solid. I can't remember
I've
what
got
team
a
it is.
like similar name, but he's not. He's from like some South
Oh
American team.
yeah. He is
Oh
South
yeah,
American.
well
Yeah, Moises
there's a
Caicedo.
Casado in Lazio as well.
Oh yeah, no,
But
this one's the
I
South
think he's a
American
centre
one.
forward. I can't lie.
Mm. So
Um,
we, I
yeah, man.
think so. You look at that. We needed a DM. We got that.
Yeah, but
Chelsea,
he's not gonna
they
play.
basically, I know he's not gonna play, but we actually need a DM, and he's gonna get experience like
He's
Pelistri,
young.
and then
He's young.
play.
He looks
Yeah,
like he could be a
and
good player.
Matich got what, another year in him or so. So he's still
What
got
did
time to
Pelestri
adapt.
scored?
It's
Diallo
funny
scored.
we're talking about young
And
players.
Diallo's coming in United as well, and he's gonna be in our first team.
Also,
Yeah,
have
it's
Balogun, and
Exactly.
he's going.
it's funny we're
Liverpool.
talking about young players because that's something that Arteta doesn't abuse enough. We've got so
Exactly.
many talent. We've got Bukayo Saka. Fair enough, he
Oh,
started
he's
playing
so
him a
good.
lot
He's so
more
good.
now, but
Don't
he
say
is
like
one of the
Willock
best
and
youngsters in the world,
yeah,
let alone the
Yeah,
Premier
he's
League.
so good.
better
He's
than
so
Hudson
good,
And
man.
if a United and Chelsea fan are admitting that, then he must be good. This is a
Yeah,
guy that
like,
can play left back, centre mid,
He's
cam,
playing young.
left wing, right wing. He can play everywhere.
he can play anywhere. He
He
destroyed
everywhere.
United.
This is a
Him
guy.
at his young age destroyed United.
This is a guy that should. And the thing is, he got one-on-ones on him. He could take one-on-ones on the left as well. This is a guy that should be starting left wing and allowing Aubameyang to start as a striker.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, Balogun. I'm not going to say too much on because I haven't seen him play enough to judge
He's
him.
good. Whenever he's played though, he's scored
Yeah, I
like
think
twice
he's
already.
good. He's good. I know he's
He's
good,
done
but
more than Nketiah.
I need to
Nketiah
see.
didn't make it to the Leeds team.
I need to see Balogun play a lot more before I can judge him. If you get what I mean, because if we're being honest, Martinelli, who's another youngster that's come through the ranks, we said he wasn't good at the start. We said, who's this £8 million signing? Who's this random
What
Brazilian
Man United do now?
wannabe Ronaldinho? But then he started playing for us, and now we want him in the
Anything good.
first team every week. If Saka's not playing on the left, Martinelli should be playing there.
No, I think the problem is that you guys are relying on Martinelli to save you guys, but
Yeah,
he's
that's
still a
that's
young-
that's
he's
true.
still
That's
too
another
young.
thing. Arteta's signing the wrong players of experience. Like he's signing
And why did
Willian.
you sign Cedric? I don't understand why he signed
Don't know
Cedric.
why we signed
Exactly.
Cedric. He signed Willian, a guy who was finished at Chelsea. We saw it. He was
Yeah.
finished.
Nobody wanted to give him a 2 years.
He came.
Bloody 3 years.
He
Not
got
even
3
two,
assists in his
two.
first game. Everyone thought, whoa, look at this guy. The
Yeah.
right winger we all needed. We thought he was going to play in the 10. Everyone thought he was going to play in the number 10.
He never played as a number 10 at Chelsea, so I don't understand why Arteta even came up with this idea.
Yeah.
And then he comes in, takes over our record signing, to the point where if they're both playing, our record signing is being forced to play on the left, which is poor because Pepe is an inverted winger. He don't like using his right foot. He likes to cut in and use his left foot a lot. And then we've got Emil Smith Rowe. I've not even seen him this season. I can't remember seeing him this
He was
season.
good at Huddersfield.
Yeah, he was brilliant at
And
Huddersfield.
Under
this-
Emery, I thought he was really good in the Europa League.
Yeah,
games.
yeah, he was. He was sick for Emery in the Europa League. This is a guy that should be starting small games, like against Fulham, against Burnley. He should be starting these games. And Nketiah's hit or miss. Like if he
Because
comes
it's
on,
not hit. Oh, no hit.
no,
Just a
listen.
miss.
Let me tell you something about
Same
Nketiah.
with Willock.
Listen. I don't rate Willock. I'll say that now. But one thing about
Don't
Nketiah,
rate Nketiah as well.
if Nketiah comes on in the 70th minute, he brings energy. That's what Lacazette
That's
doesn't bring that.
natural. Because that's natural. He's more feared than anyone.
Yeah, but that's a
He's
good
got the
thing.
pace.
Because some youngsters don't have that. You don't see a lot of youngsters with that. I think the Premier League is just like
If we wanted to do that, we could just get like any youngster from our youth academy, play striker, and plays him there. I've never seen Nketiah like change a game when he came
But
on.
the thing is, I don't want to say you don't see Lacazette press for the ball, because you do. You just see Nketiah do it a lot more.
Lacazette your player of the season, in my opinion.
No,
So far.
Yeah.
no, man.
As in the way you're performing, he has to be.
Yeah, he has to be. He's your top scorer. He scored the other
Yeah.
day.
Even though you're
Again,
doing
like,
bad,
he's
you can
trained
see exactly. Like if Lacazette's your
He's
best
been
player
way
right
better.
now,
Okay,
exactly.
yeah.
If Lacazette's your best player, then you lot
That shows.
are struggling. As
Willock, I'll be honest, I don't rate this guy. I never have. I don't care if Arsenal
Even
fans.
too. I don't understand what position he is. Like,
I don't care if
is he a
Arsenal fans
cam?
disagree
Yeah,
with me. I
second.
genuinely do not rate this guy. He loses the ball every time he gets it. The only time he can score is tap-ins when he's like 2 yards away from the goal. Everyone got a little bit gassed when he got the 2 assists in the Europa League a couple of weeks ago. I never rated him. I don't really want to speak about him. A guy that I think should be starting a lot more with Pepe, if Pepe starts, is Maitland-Niles, because we saw that he has a brilliant connection, him and Pepe. These guys play brilliant. There's a stat, isn't there a stat in a game where Willian and Bellerin had 26 passes between them, 30
and
each way.
nothing happened.
Wow.
It's so bad. Like
How did
they just pass between each other. They don't pass infield. I don't know like what Arteta's trying to do. Why do we keep playing the five at the back when we could play such a good 4-3-3?
Well, he doesn't trust his
Renarsson,
defenders like Oli.
we saw
If I'm-
Renarsson play in the Europa League. Shittest keeper I've witnessed. He plays like a pro clubs keeper.
I thought he was young. He's
Find the
25.
goalkeeper coach is best friends with him. That's why he signed him.
Wow, he's 25 as well. I heard. Wow.
Yeah. I thought he was like 19 or something. The way they were talking about him, and he's 25.
He's 25. Even we got our backup goalkeepers are way better than that. You could take Romero from us, man.
We got Perchek and Caballero.
Exactly. Oh, they have that 25-year-old playing, making them stupid.
And let's not talk about Kepa. Yeah, you know, even I don't even want.
Mendy changed Chelsea, man. Like, if you look at Arsenal and you say what you guys should do now, I'll be honest. You need a new manager. If you're looking at the table and you know you're at this stage where you actually need something this season. If you're not gonna win the Premier League, you know there's no chance you're coming back in the top four unless Leicester, who are
We're
in
not
form,
top
slip
four.
up.
We can't even think about that this season.
Exactly.
That's not happening.
Exactly. Top four is gone. Top four is between
I'll be
Leicester,
happy.
United.
No, I don't even want to get Europa. I'll be happy with 8th place.
Yeah, exactly. So
I
if you look
think
at the league, you're done.
The
You're
season's
done.
over. Just say you're
Yeah.
Yeah, the season's
So
over.
the season's
I'm just
over
looking
for
at
you.
this stat here. Win percentage of Arsenal's last 3 permanent managers across all competitions. And I believe it's to the point of Arteta, if not in total. I'm pretty sure Arsene Wenger has more than 57% win ratio as Arsenal manager. I don't know. But Arteta's at the bottom. He's got less than Unai Emery.
Yeah, that is telling you something bad, and I don't
And
know how he's
Arteta's
still a
had the
manager.
time. He's been here for a year.
Exactly.
He's been our manager 367 days, 52
Mhm.
games, only 29 wins, 15 losses, and 8 of those losses are already in this season's Premier League.
He signed the players he wanted.
Yeah.
Have we got 8
Exactly.
losses
The
in this
thing is,
season?
we only
Or
have
more?
one window though.
You
We
guys
only have one
got
window.
I think we have 8.
yeah, you guys have 8
Lost count,
losses.
that's how bad it is.
Wow, and that's double your wins. That is bad. And I don't know, man. If this, if you're in a situation like this, and if this was Man United, I'll be honest, our manager
Yeah,
will
we
be
have
gone.
8.
If this was Chelsea, our manager
We
will
would
be
have
gone.
been sacked ages ago. We would have been sacked
Yeah,
weeks ago.
our managers will be
Even at
gone.
United, I think.
I
The
don't know
fact
what
that
it
this
is.
is
Like,
happening.
are the board scared that it can get worse than this? Because I don't think it can. I don't think
Because
it
if you
can.
look at it, Christmas is coming, and obviously they won't sack a manager between Christmas. Like
Yeah.
that would just be even worse.
There's
So they
one
won't sack him.
manager who I know is available right now, Allegri, because he's a free agent manager type of
Speak
thing right
English,
now. Yeah, he wants to manage. He's just looking for the right club. Pay him the money. What have we got to lose?
But the
Exactly.
thing is, I don't think Arsenal have the they don't want to pay him like his high. I think one of the main reasons they signed Arteta.
But
as
look
well
how
was
it
because the
pays
contract
off.
was up.
Tottenham are paying 18 million for Mourinho, and they're fighting
Yeah.
for the league right now in this moment of time.
And they're in the semi-finals of a
They were
trophy.
first
They
for
could actually win.
at one point.
Exactly. Like, if you look at it, I feel as if Arsenal, Arteta needs to actually get his starting 11, get Ozil back in the team, and get some confidence in that dressing room, or he has to go.
The
He has to
starting
be the man
11
to
is there
lead.
for him. He's just not using it.
It's easier
Yeah,
to say, but he won't
yeah.
do it. He won't
Yeah.
do it. But he should
Arsenal
be
have
sacked.
potentially, if we put on our best starting 11, we are probably in top 5 for starting 11s. But he's
Exactly.
not letting that happen. He's not,
Yeah,
I'd
he's
say
not
it's
beating
Liverpool,
anything.
Man City, Chelsea have a brilliant starting 11, United and Arsenal. I don't think anyone has a better starting 11 than those 5 teams.
Exactly.
With the best starting 11 on, obviously.
And talking about squad depth, you guys actually do have squad depth. I don't know why
You
you guys
do.
don't abuse that. You don't abuse that.
The
And
thing
that's
is,
just
he's
saying
using
down.
the wrong players for
Yeah, he's
squad
using the
depth.
wrong players.
Like, why is Willian starting? What? He shouldn't be starting. Aubameyang should be playing striker. Lacazette, if you're going to play him as an attacking midfielder, just start him there. Let Saka play on the left, let Aubameyang play up front, put Lacazette in centre forward. Let them switch between roles. Because it's poor the way that the team's been. The tactics are poor. You don't see our
Yeah.
fullbacks overlapping. Tierney's not being allowed to do what Tierney does. He's not allowed to be a Tierney. He's not being allowed to bomb forward and whip balls into the box.
Not even that good. I've always said he's overrated.
Yeah, he's been.
It's not
Can't
really
lie, his
Arteta.
performance has been bad.
Tierney's not
Oh, but,
overrated,
like,
man.
do you
He's
remember
under
that
the
slip?
wrong
Do you remember
manager.
that slip? That's not good enough.
Yeah.
Listen.
That's the same.
You can't just pick out one thing. If I did that with Werner and I talk about all of his misses, you'd be
Yeah,
like, you
but
can't.
Warner's got 7 goals this season, 4 assists. He's in the Champions League. His team are fighting for the
Yeah.
title. What
But
his
this is
team
what I
is
mean,
like.
just picking out little aspects. If we actually look at his game, he could have had a lot more than 7 goals. He could have 70.
Yeah, it's
With the
true.
chances he missed, he could have
But it doesn't
700.
matter. Like last game he missed a sitter, but I didn't really care because we still won. Like, the games he missed sitters in is the games we won. Like
Yeah,
against
exactly.
Leeds,
It's like
against
Martial
Everton
now.
and stuff like that. Against Everton, he didn't really have a chance. Against Wolves, he didn't really have a chance. The games he missed sitting were like games like Sevilla where we won still.
And to be honest, the ones he did miss, Chelsea actually did end up scoring. Like someone else took that chance.
We only scored like 4 goals. We scored 4 goals one game. And that was one
Yeah.
goal I missed this year.
The reason I
For them,
brought
Tierney,
up,
he's not a good defender.
I
with
think Tierney,
Arteta, I don't
I
know.
think Tierney's just under the wrong manager, under the wrong tactics, the wrong style of play.
He's a
Because his
decent
style of
defender.
play is aggressive. Get the ball, run forward, put balls to the box.
Yeah, I'll say that. But then again, you look at players like Aubameyang, I feel as if it's him that's not good. He's not good enough.
You can't
As
say
in,
he's
he's
not
just-
good enough. You
As
can't.
in,
Because this is a
he's
man.
just being too lazy.
No,
I
you
just feel
can't
as if
say he's not good enough.
Remember
This is
what I
a
said
man
about
that got golden
age
boot.
doesn't matter,
He
age
got
doesn't matter,
22
sure.
goals. Yeah, age don't matter. Listen, he got 22 goals under a team that was collapsing. He had to carry us on his back. Yeah, you can't say he's not good enough. Because he won golden boot in his first full season at Arsenal. In his half season when he first joined, 13 games, 10 goals. You can't say this guy's not good enough. The reason that he's not scoring goals is because he doesn't
350k a week.
listen.
Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
expect more,
Fastest
I expect
Arsenal
more. I don't care
player
if he's
to reach
I don't
50
care how
goals.
good he was in the past. Higuain came to
Fastest
Chelsea
Arsenal
and his
player to
record
reach
was
50
fast.
goals. Now let me ask you this question: if we had a creative midfielder, if we had Özil in there, would Aubameyang get more goals? Yes or no?
Had Ozil last season.
No,
he was
yes
still
or
there.
no? That's all I want to know. Yes or no? Would Aubameyang get more goals?
Depends.
Yeah.
Like I just feel as if his
No,
confidence
there's no
ain't there.
depends because we know Özil creates chances.
He's got
man.
goals. He's got goals. He scored recently, but same as an own goal.
Yeah.
Listen. Before
To
you
be honest,
piss
he
me
will
off,
get more goals. He
before
will
you-
get more
before you
goals. Yeah,
piss
he
me
will
off,
get more goals.
the reason I brought up
But the thing
Tottenham,
is, 350k a week, a player like you.
the
I don't
reason
care
I
if he's
brought up
10
Tottenham
goals
before and
this season,
Mourinho
that's still rubbish.
is actually because of Aubameyang. I wanted to do a quick comparison between Aubameyang and Kane and what Mourinho, even though Mourinho plays a very defensive and counter-attacking style of football, we can see the differences of what Mourinho allows Kane to do and what Arteta doesn't allow Aubameyang to
I
do.
think that's mainly because of Kane, because Kane tracks back. I don't think Aubameyang would track back.
Now
Like,
you see Aubameyang
like one of
playing
those-
bloody left goalkeeper half the time. We're so
he's a bit
defensive at
arrogant,
points.
like Aubameyang
Mm.
compared to Kane. Like Kane plays for the team. I don't see Aubameyang doing that. Like he's a captain as well. Like, and I remember what was it 1-1 against Southampton, and this guy was celebrating as if they won the Champions League just because he scored. Whereas Gabriel on tour? I don't know. One of them, yeah, was tweeted out, yeah, this isn't
Therefore,
good
the
enough
confidence is
compared to
back.
the actual
Yeah.
campaign.
But anyway,
Mm.
the reason why I compare Arsenal and Tottenham is because Kane, we all say about a good striker is they create chances for themselves. And I'm talking about Arsenal having Ozil, Arsenal having a creative midfielder. But let's be honest, the only person that Kane has is Son. If Son's not there, Kane ain't doing what he's doing right now. Let's be honest. Because they're
Yeah.
assisting each other. They're scoring
Mm.
off
You've
each other.
You spent how much on Lacazette? 60 million. You spent how much
This
on
is what I
Pepe?
mean,
72 million.
When we
But
were
that's what
playing,
you need, though.
when we were
You
playing
need
these
that
two up
too.
front, when Emery first started, and towards the end of did Wenger sign Aubameyang and Lacazette?
Yeah.
He did. So we were playing two strikers and Ozil in camp, and we saw the connection. It was we were at points we were saying they were the best two strikers in
Yeah.
the Prem, best duo. We were saying that. Let's not lie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I know what you mean. You just need a good connection. Like you see Rashford, Martial, they're
Yeah,
both turning
Aubameyang
up
goal.
together.
Yeah.
You see Firmino, Mane, Salah, that's a front three.
Yeah. But
You see
another
Tottenham, Son, Kane.
thing is, Kane is creating chances for himself. What game was it?
Yeah.
I think it was 2 weeks ago, because I captained in my fantasy. I can't lie. Let me just check. Fantasy. I don't want to bring that up right now, but I need
Today
to
as
see.
well. He had a stinker today,
need
but I
to
don't know
see-
how he
I need
still
to
scored.
see who it was. Kane. It was against Crystal Palace when they drew 1-1. Yeah.
Mm.
That long shot that he did that went in.
Yeah, he did that
He
today as
created
well.
that chance for himself. It was it was out of nothing. Nothing happened in the game for that to happen. The ball just came to him. He shot. With
He's a
Aubameyang,
clinical finisher.
yeah, with Aubameyang, he's not creating chances for himself right now. That's the problem, and that
That's-
partly has to do with Arteta. Because you could tell that Arteta is saying to Aubameyang, pass it out. If you don't think you can score, left and right football, backwards football. We start again from the defence. And you guys will agree. Do you guys agree with me when I say that?
I agree, but I have to say, Aubameyang can just come up and just do what he wants. As in,
The
if
thing
he
is,
knows
he
he's
won't
about to
do
score,
that.
he can
He
just go
won't do
for it.
that because we've seen
Players as
Arteta
well,
drop
though, as
Ozil.
well, yeah.
We've seen Arteta drop Saliba. So what makes you think that our captain is going to
That's
not
true.
listen to our manager?
That's true.
It's the wrong style of football, Arteta. We've got all these players that we're not utilising. When was the last time you saw Aubameyang use his pace? He's one of the fastest players in the world, and we're not seeing him use his pace. There's so much wrong with this club right now. Like, the things we've spoken about today is only half the problem. It's only half the problem. There's so much more. Like, we don't know what's happening with Ozil. We don't know why Ozil's not being played.
Mm.
So
many things going on.
The problem still is gonna happen.
You can't back this man anymore. He needs to go. We need to bring in a established manager, someone who knows what they're doing. Because this guy,
the established manager come midway season. Like Pochettino doesn't want to come midway season. He wants to.
That's another question. That's another question that I was going to go on to. Who do you guys think will join this club and replace us? Like, there's Pochettino's available, Allegri's available. There's probably
I'll be
other
honest.
managers.
Interim manager, like someone like Wenger maybe as the interim manager. Like I'm sure he would come back.
Even I would love that.
Just steady the ship.
The worst thing is, I was one of the people saying Wenger out, and now I want to see him back. You don't realise what's gone until it's gone.
Like, if you think about it, he played some sick football.
He built Arsenal. He put his own money into the stadium. This is a man who cares about the club, and he's been a pundit, if I'm not wrong. Recently, he's been a pundit. So he's one of the people that's giving their opinion, saying that the club ain't good enough. There's interviews of him on YouTube saying that the club ain't good enough right now. It's a management problem, this and that. We need to get Arteta out, because this is a guy who comes into his conferences and says, "Oh, we're showing passion."
He comes up with the weirdest quotes.
We're showing passion. Like, this and what was that quote he said the other day? If only you can find it, that would be good. But because I think it's in our Premier League group chat, he comes on the press. He's like, "Oh, we're showing a lot of commitment in training. Even though we lost, I can see the players are committed. They want the ball." Shut the fuck up. Because
he's in the dressing room set together and stuff like that.
That's not true. He's lost the dressing room. He's not. The players' heads are down on the pitch half the time.
He's lost the dressing room, and the club's scared to sack him. Like, you guys just ain't doing anything, and you have to do something or it's over. If you want to at least do something in this league, don't embarrass yourself. Come on, you're 15th. You can still go 16th, 17th. You gotta sack him. You just have to.
Next game there's Chelsea. There's Chelsea's a must.
Arsenal aren't a big club, but that's what the owners feel like. If they were a big club, they would have sacked him.
Exactly.
Like, you're a mid-table team now.
We're being outshined by smaller clubs. Leicester, when they won the league, the next season they went and sacked Ranieri because they weren't doing good.
Chelsea sacked Di Matteo after winning the Champions League. After it wasn't even 11 months after. They sacked Di Matteo after winning the Champions League. They didn't care he won the Champions League. You guys are still getting excited over one FA Cup win. Nobody cares about it.
Leicester bought in Brendan Rodgers, and now they're doing amazing.
They're doing
nobody
so
good.
It, I remember people used to call him dead. Like, Arsenal were linked with him, and everyone was like, "No, he's not good
I
enough."
wanted him. I was one of the thing is, I could say, "Oh, I wanted him," this and that. We have a group chat of evidence where all these things I'm saying today, I've said in the past. It's like I've read the future. I said I wanted Brendan Rodgers. I said Arteta wasn't good enough because he's never managed.
Some people didn't think like that.
Yeah, some people. We won't say names, but we'll have a name in our head. What's it? Yeah. What was I saying? Pochettino. I would take Pochettino because he's a good man. Even though he never won anything with Tottenham, we know what he can do.
He is a good manager, but I just don't think he would want to manage Arsenal. As in, he's been coming out saying he wants to manage like Man United. He loves
United. He would go Arsenal because of the way that Tottenham let him go.
As in, I just think his last resort will be Arsenal, and that is a bad thing to have. You would rather want a manager that actually wants to go.
And plus, if any manager, let's put yourself as a manager, an up and coming manager you're an established manager, and you get a job offer from Arsenal. Think to yourself, I'm not going to be backed. Fans are clueless. The players are divided. Who would want to come to Arsenal?
It's a whole mess they have to fix. It's a lot of stress. So you need.
That's why I think they won't sack Arteta because, let's be honest, it's messy.
I just don't think they have anyone offering, them a job. As in, they don't have anyone to get. That's why he's still here. Because come on, Arsenal's a big club.
If Messi was to leave Barcelona, he'd look at Accrington before he looked at Arsenal. That's how
Literally.
bad it is. He'd look at the Championship before he joins us.
He was so close to come to Man City, but at the last second, he just decided to stay. Like you can see, while I ain't gonna lie, Arsenal are a big club, but I'll be honest, if you want to look at players that want to sign for teams in the Premier League, they won't be considering Arsenal right now.
No
They
one,
want that Champions League
no
football.
one will be considering Arsenal right now. And the
Exactly.
thing is, we're blaming these little things, not having a creative midfielder, Arteta, Aubameyang playing on the left, Lacazette not good enough, Willian starting, Bellerin being a shit right back. But we can't take away the fact that the players are the ones who play the game. So there's a big part on
Exactly.
them as well. We can't just sit here and blame Arteta because let's
Yeah.
be honest, as much as I back Aubameyang, as much as I've got his shirt number. I bought my first ever football shirt with his number on it. That's the first shirt I actually bought myself. You know that because I rate him so much, because I love him so much. But he's not been doing anything this season. He's been doing nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
His
And
most memorable moment this season
was
was
signing a
an
contract.
own goal. No, was an own goal.
Yeah.
After that contract, it just fell off, man. Like, I get the people that slander our players like Pogba, but if you look at his games, the last 6-7 games, he's got his consistency back, and that's what you just need with Aubameyang. You need that one game where he scores goals in the Premier League, and then he just needs to carry on from there, just go back to back, scoring them goals, getting them assists, even an assist. Like, he doesn't need to score a goal or get an assist. Actually, he just needs to have that good performance. Like, look at Bruno. I think 2 games. Yeah, it was. I think our last Premier League game, or second last Premier League game. Yeah, second last Premier League game where he didn't get a goal or assist. It was actually his best performance since he came United, and he didn't even get a goal or assist. That's what you need from Aubameyang.
That's the difference between big clubs and Arsenal. Like, well, Arsenal's a big club, but in this term, you know what I mean. The difference is you've got players that actually try. Our players are not trying
Yeah,
anymore. Arteta's
I
lost
think
them.
That's
yeah,
Arteta's fault. That's
that is
Arteta's
Arteta's
lost them.
fault.
We see who is it? Tierney. Why he falling over the ball? You can't control that. But why is he panicking so to the point where he feels like he has to get the ball and boot it out? He
That's
had
true,
so
yeah.
much space and time. He could have took that ball under control.
Mm.
There's just so much like Bruno. Bruno has transformed this United team. I know we said
Yeah,
it a couple minutes ago, but it's like we brought in Thomas Partey, and this guy's not even starting for us. I know
exactly.
it's partly to do
Isn't
with injury,
yeah? I was
but
gonna say that.
how long can you be injured for? Because he's available on the bench, which means he's available to play a couple minutes of the game. If worse comes to
Mm.
worse, start him and then sub him off. Don't sub him on when we're already down in the game with no chance of winning. Another thing about Arteta is he brings his subs on so late. He waits until like the 65th,
Yeah.
70th minute. We've seen it.
Mm.
There's so much going on behind the scenes that we need to know. We don't know why Özil's been isolated. We don't know why this guy loves Willian so much. We don't know what's happening with Saliba. I don't
That's
know.
true.
I honestly don't know with this club because there's so much going on that we just don't know.
so much.
Yeah. And if you want to if you want to leave this mess behind, at least get somewhere in the league. Not embarrass yourself. You gotta
There's
sack him.
two things that can happen. We can either sack Arteta and bring in an interim or a proper manager that knows what they're doing, that's had experience, or
Yeah.
Arteta can fix up, play the right formation, play the right players, listen to the fans, because I'm sure there's billions of videos on YouTube by now of Arsenal players saying
Well,
Willian shouldn't be
well,
starting, this and that. A lot needs to happen. And like I said, we've probably missed out so much. We've probably missed out 85% of the story. We've only mentioned so much in these
You
45
mentioned like
minutes.
20%. Yeah.
Yeah, like we've only mentioned so much, but that's because we
shows
don't know
how
what
bad
else is
it's
happening.
Mm. There's just too much to say about Arsenal, but we just don't want to say it. It's just sad, the fall of Arsenal.
Yeah, it's
And I'm a
poor.
happy United fan. Mm.
That
Happy as a United fan, but not for too long.
Yeah, cool.
it's sad that we know that the league's over for us. It's sad that we know we're not getting top 4.
Yeah, that's
It's sad
depressing.
that Tottenham are outclassing us now. A
Mm.
team that never finished above us for 21 years beat us smashed us the other day. Even though it was only 2-0, they embarrassed us. They absolutely embarrassed us. Son and Kane scoring.
They're smashing it. You guys ain't.
I don't know what needs to change. We might come back here in a month or two, and we might.
I'll be honest. Just before you even end anything, I just want to say, I think. Well, I want to hear what you guys want to say, but I'll say the best way to fix Arsenal right now is give Arteta the end of the season. Try to get the confidence back.
Not the end of the season.
Wait, let me finish. No matter where Arteta finishes by the end of the season, no matter where he finishes, that's when you sack him, get the new manager. Because I don't think you should sack him now. If you sack him now and get in a new manager, you're getting into a mess, like a bigger mess. Because that manager's gonna have to go through so much, and you got little time. Because these COVID situations, the game are coming quick and fast. So I feel as if he needs to go for the end of season, and then get sacked.
Saying that, you just reminded me. There's also Arsenal fans saying Arteta's only had one transfer window. He's not been here. He's been here for 1 year. He had a very good transfer window. He bought in Thomas Partey, Gabriel Magalhaes. Pretty much.
He brought in like rubbish as well.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Partey and Magalhaes are the only players that we needed. We needed a solid CDM and a centre back. We didn't need a creative midfielder until this guy dropped Mesut Ozil. Remember that. Keep that in mind. We didn't need a creative midfielder. Because when Mesut Ozil was subbed off, Willock could play 10 minutes. He could do a job for 10 minutes. Ceballos could come on. Because I'm pretty sure if Ozil starts, Ceballos don't start under Arteta. Ceballos can come on in return, in replacement. But we need a centre back. We need a CDM. Didn't need a cam until Ozil was dropped. We got what we wanted. But yet he still went to the 5 at the back. So that's all on him.
Yeah.
So I don't know, which side of the argument I should be agreeing with, because he's been here for a short amount of time. 1 year's a short amount of time, let's be honest. And then he has only had one transfer window, but he's brought in players that he needed, players that he could have done something with. He just chose to use it the wrong way. So I don't know which side of the story I should be on.
Me, I'd rather get rid of Edu than Arteta, to be honest. If I had to get rid of one of them, it would be Edu.
Yeah, because maybe a better board. Like, it's not just how did we miss the Cronkies? How did we not speak about the Cronkies in these 50 minutes?
I don't think they actually care. I don't think they actually do anything.
That's the problem. They don't care.
They let the club run themselves. They let the club run them.
Who was that guy that we let go? I think it was a guy that was part of the board. I think it was Mislintat. I think that was his name. Yeah. He actually cared about Arsenal.
But he wasn't given the resources, so he left. Well,
Did he leave? He left, didn't he? Mislintat.
He left. He left.
So that shows he cared about the club so much they weren't providing, so he left. He didn't get sacked. They didn't say to him, "Oh, you have to go." He left out of his own mind. Yeah. With the board we have, with the Cronkies, he's more focused on his American. What is it? American football team?
Yeah. Is it the Rams?
Yeah, the Rams. He's more. He built them a whole new nice stadium, and that money could have been used to buy the Aouar that we needed in the transfer window, to buy a better fullback, let Bellerin go to Barcelona, a better winger so that Aubameyang can play in strike if you don't want to start Saka, a better cam. I know I said Aouar, but if you knew this other situation was going to happen, could have given money for a better cam. There's so much, man. I might just be waffling that. I'm not waffling, actually, because everything I've said, everything we've said here,
it's all
facts. It's all true. Yeah. If you wanted to speak about the whole of Arsenal, every single problem we have, we'd be here for a whole 365 days, a whole calendar year.
How about get this video to 50 likes? 50 likes, and we'll upload an episode 2 on SFTV and on your main channel.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
How about that? 50 likes.
Listen.
Do you agree, Rash? Blue Lion, do you agree? 50 likes, we'll be back.
We'll do an in-depth analysis.
Yes, on the main channel. On our channel as well, we'll do it.
Listen, we've picked out parts in this video from here and there. Mishmash order. We spoke about Mourinho, then Emery, and then Arteta, and then Wenger. Listen.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's why we have a channel called SFTV. It stands for shameless. We don't care. Yeah?
We don't care.
But anyway, that's going to conclude this video. I don't know, just even speaking here for an hour, I've lost my head. Because I've supported this club for so long, but I've not got anything out of it. Like, can I speak about the Invincible season? Like, was I old enough to speak about
No,
it?
no, no.
Cool.
You
So
can't
I was
speak
2
about
years
that.
old, but I think I'm old enough, but they don't. Anyway, yeah, Arteta, get sacked or pan up. That's what I
Yeah,
think. I've said this
Go on,
before.
man.
I've already given
Go
him a
on, man.
chance, and now I'm here saying you have another chance to pan up. Realistically, you don't, because big club mentality, you'd be sacked by now with bringing a better manager. But our board has such a small mentality. I think if it was Wenger, it'd be a different story. I think they would have given Wenger the money because he's such an iconic person. I don't know.
yeah.
If you want to bring him in as an interim, he's available. He has said he doesn't mind. He didn't say no. So, yeah. That concludes this video. Go check out SFTV down in the description below. Obviously, we're going to be uploading on there very, very soon. Very soon,
We're
believe me.
back, baby.
Listen,
Thank you,
we got...
Ayaz. I just want to say thank you for letting us be a part of this
That's
series.
fine,
I
that's
hope it
fine.
blows.
Listen,
I
I should be
hope it
thanking
blows.
you. I'm the underdog here. You guys got
Nice, alright.
8,500 and 39,000, and I'm here with
No,
900, not even 1,000 yet. That brings me on.
no.
Subscribe, bring me to 1,000, because I'm like 93 away. Gonna be doing a giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to know what that's gonna be about, subscribe. SFTV, we got a video probably coming out in January, reviewing halfway through the
Hopefully.
season.
Yep.
Because we did a prediction video on the season on that channel, so go and subscribe to that. That's on 200.
And now it's gonna
That
be
channel,
like, you won't be proven right.
listen, statistically, that channel is doing better than mine, so let's change that. But yeah, go check out the TheBlueLion 905 on Instagram. He's linked in the description, and it just had to be done. His YouTube channel. He also has an NBA channel as well. I'll link that if he wants. That's up to him.
No, it's
But yeah,
alright. Thank you.
I'm gonna be done. Heated talking about this club. Sweating. I'm gonna have to actually go have a shower.
50
Yeah.
likes, episode 2. 50 likes, episode
50
2.
likes, episode 2 on SFTV. Turn on your post notifications. I also do gaming on here. I've got a little FIFA series going on as well. Go check that out. And I'll bring you some more rants in the future. Guaranteed rant against Chelsea because we're not winning that game, let's be honest.
We want weekly rants. We want a weekly
So
10-minute plus rants.
Saturday, expect a rant because we're not beating Chelsea. The Blue Lion, just before we go, the Blue Lion, what do you think about the Arsenal Chelsea game?
They want to lose.
You're thinking they'll lose?
Yeah, I'm saying that. So if we win, I can look smart.
I know we're gonna lose, alright, I'll tell you that much. I've said that about every previous result that we've had losses in, and I've been right. So I can tell you, Rash, you are gonna win, don't worry. But yeah, we're out. We'll see you guys in the next one. 50 likes, 1,000 subscribers. That's me done.